Please help me. I need 100 subscribers. I hadn't meant to stop outside the bedroom door. I was just walking down the hall after a late shift when I caught her voice. Soft, almost conspiratorial. Something about the way she said my name made me freeze. Brian just doesn't get it, Megan murmured. My stomach clenched. I pressed my back against the wall, heart racing. He's so boring lately, she continued, her tone low but cutting. I try to talk to him, but he just sits there like a statue. Honestly, I don't even know if I still feel anything for him. The words hit like a slap. I could hear the muffled voice of her friend on the other end of the call. Gentle, understanding. You deserve someone who makes you feel alive, her friend said. Megan laughed, a sound I hadn't heard directed at me in months. Exactly. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like if I just left. Started fresh with someone who actually listens. My throat went dry. She wasn't yelling. She wasn't angry. She was calm, casual, as if she'd been rehearsing this thought for a long time. I wanted to storm into the room, demand answers, cry, shout. Anything but stand frozen, but I didn't. I turned, grabbed my coat from the rack, and walked out of the house. The night air was cold, but it felt better than staying inside to hear more. I wandered the silent streets, her words replaying in my head. Boring? Doesn't get it? Doesn't listen. By the time I reached the park, my hands were shaking. I thought of every late night I'd worked to keep us afloat, every date night I tried to plan. Every time I asked if she was okay and got distracted, I'm fine. And now I learned she might not have been fine at all. Worse, she shared it with someone else instead of me. I sat on a bench beneath the streetlight, staring at the empty path. Something inside me shifted that night. I wasn't sure if it was anger or heartbreak, probably both. But one thing was certain. I couldn't go back inside and pretend I hadn't heard. When I returned, the house was quiet except for the faint hum of the heater. Megan sat on the couch, scrolling through her phone. She looked up as I entered, surprise flickering to mild irritation. Where did you go? She asked, setting the phone aside. I hung my coat slowly, keeping my tone even. Out. Out where? It's almost midnight. I met her eyes, and for a long moment, silence stretched between us. Finally, I said softly, I heard you. Her brows drew together. Heard me what? Talking. I heard what you said about me, about how I'm boring, about how you don't even know if you feel anything for me anymore. Color drained from her face. You were listening? I didn't mean to, I admitted. But once I heard my name, I couldn't just walk away. Megan crossed her arms defensively. It was just venting. Everyone complains to their friends sometimes. It doesn't mean what? I interrupted, sharper now. That you've been thinking about leaving? That you'd rather confide in someone else than your husband? She flinched but stood firm. You don't get it, Brian. I've tried to talk to you, but you're always tired, always distracted. It's like living with a ghost. Her words stung, but I forced calm. Then why not tell me? Why let me find out by accident? Standing in the hallway like a stranger, tears filled her eyes. Because I didn't want to fight, she said softly. I didn't want you to think I don't love you. I miss feeling close to you. I miss being seen. For a moment, my anger softened with the ache in my heart. I could see she hurt too. But that didn't erase the betrayal of overhearing it instead of hearing it from her. I'm not sure what hurts more, I said finally. That you feel this way, or that you didn't trust me enough to tell me. She swallowed hard, tears threatening to fall. Then tell me what to do, Brian. I don't want to lose you. I sank into the armchair across from her, rubbing my face. I don't have an answer right now, I admitted. All I know is something broke tonight, and I don't know if it can be fixed. Megan sat slowly, hands clasped tight. Then let me try, she said, voice trembling. Let me make this right. I don't care if we have to start over from scratch. I just want us back. Her words hit heavy, but the wall between us remained. Do you even know what that means? I asked quietly. It's not just about saying sorry. It's about proving every day that you choose this marriage, not just when it's easy. Megan nodded quickly, tears falling. I do choose you, she whispered, even if I lost sight for a while. I studied her, searching for sincerity. This was the woman I'd built a life with, the woman who knew my fears and dreams. But tonight, she felt like a stranger. I need space, I said at last, low but steady. Not forever, just enough to clear my head, to see if I can still trust this. Trust us. Her breath hitched. If you walk out that door, I'm not walking out on us, I interrupted gently. But I'm leaving tonight. If I stay now, we'll only hurt each other more. I stood, grabbed my keys, and headed to the door. Megan stayed on the couch, shoulders shaking, crying. Please come back, she whispered just loud enough for me to hear. I paused, hand on the knob, then stepped into the cool night. The silence was heavy, but for the first time in months, my mind was clear. Whatever came next, whether rebuilding or letting go, would be my choice, made with open eyes. As I walked to my car, I realized I wasn't just leaving the house. I was leaving the version of myself that had been sleepwalking through this marriage.